Hey you guys, I'm back here with another piece of literature I figured you'd want to see. This is Concord from 2003, and it rhymed. Yay me. That wasn't planned. Anyways, yeah, like I said, Concord fans and lighting, 2003. Quick look at the back cover here. All the Concord catalogs I've got here are in reasonable shape, but not the greatest, but I'm still very happy to have them because there's not a lot of these around no more. So here's the opener. Now, the main problem is just the binding has kind of gone to shit in all of them. So here's the table of contents. And because the binding's shot, I can just kind of do this. At some point, I'm going to have to zip tie these together. I did find that to be the best way to hold catalogs like this together. First fan here is the Gemini, which is their double fan. I just seriously find this one so interesting. How they've got that sort of like phone wire, sort of, you know, the curly wire you see on a lot of those corded phones from back in the day. I really like that. Also, it's just so cool. I really do love this thing. Here we have the Navigator. Another pretty cool fan. I love the blue blades on that one. Here is the Portofino. Hold on, let me just quickly mess around with this lens until I can get it to look good again. There we go. So there's the Portofino, obviously competing with Craftmade there. Have the Vineyard, pretty cool design here. It's an outdoor fan if you're wondering. Then we have Rat and Blade. So as you can see here, the Madison actually did have an option for those, as well as this thing. I forget what that's called. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Here's the Chateau Bella and the Galaxy. Couple cool fans. Here we have the Eden, which did still exist in 03, even in 05 it did. You have the Moon Shadow, which is a pretty cool one. I really love how you can have those different Tiffany shades with it as well. It's pretty cool. Here we have the predecessor to the Cape Town, the Sirocco. Then later they made a couple design tweaks and threw the light on top of it. I've got a sales sheet for that somewhere. It's probably from about this year, the year after. I'll try to find it once I go through the catalog here. Here we have the Mikado and the Endora. This is obviously competing with Casablanca's Cafe, and this thing is just kind of gaudy. Super cool looking though. We have the Tahitian and the Endeavor, the original Endeavor. They literally renamed it or reintroduced it. It was different. I shouldn't say renamed it. Here's the Corinthian. That was that other fan you saw with the palm leaf blades. Pretty cool looking fan. I really do like this one. Concord had some seriously great stuff. Seriously underrated. It's no Emerson, but still pretty good. Here's the Astoria. I absolutely love this thing. I would not mind having one of these one day. And who knows, with my luck, with this being Concord country, that might actually happen. Because the Fan Man stores around here sold a lot of Concord. They actually had a deal with Concord. The original owner knew the owner of Concord very well. So when the Fan Man people want to produce their own line, Mesa Vista, the Concord people set them up at a factory. And they're very similar products to Concord most of the time. Now here is the Madison. Tons of finishes, as you would expect. So this is one of the last years it had the pretzel irons there. We got some designer faceplates there for it. And then here we've got the Cape Coral, yet another favorite of mine. The Decorama 52. And then the small one. And then the Vintage Crown. The Dynasty Deluxe and the regular Dynasty. So they're wood housing fans. The Nautica, which is of course their outdoor fan. The Phantom and the Montego Bay, the original Montego Bay, that is. Here we have the Ready Lock, just a builder fan, really. The Hearthside, which I think is a pretty good looking fan. Still unfortunate it's a builder. Then we also have the Juvenile, just like me. And then we have the California, which was later renamed to the California Home, I think. And there's the little one. And then you also have the Tempest there, their small fan. And then we have light kits, which they always organize by finish here. So we'll take a look at these. But yeah, I seriously love the Concord line. One of my all-time favorites, actually. And I'm very lucky to have some of this literature here because it helps me see the line a bit better that I didn't really know about before. There's a few catalogs from the 90s around online already. If you're interested in those, just look up Concord ceiling fan catalog if you haven't already, and I'm sure you'll find them. You know, while I do like this, it's also kind of a waste of paper. However, in these older, shorter catalogs, it wasn't as big of a deal, I suppose, as it is now. I've got glassware and fitters and shit. There's a bunch of glass. We also have shades and side glass and stuffs. Some bowls and stuffs. Some controls. Then, what on earth is this for? This says protection control. Oh, apparently it's just something to turn off the fan if too much power runs through it. Interesting. Never seen that before. Controls and finials and such. Fan displays and pull chains and stuff. Then one of my favorite things is the showroom section where they display some of the popular combinations for fans and just some other cool things to give you inspiration. I always loved this section. And we've got specs, which I am going to really make sure I give you all a good look at because I know that interests you guys, and also help you if you have one of these and want to know something about it. Ooh, geez, hopefully that all comes into focus for you guys. That's a lot of stuff. This is blade compatibility, apparently. More of that. And weight and measurements, and same thing for the Gemini. There's the inner back there, and then we're back at the back. So yeah, I sure hope you guys enjoyed this part. I do really love this catalog. There's some cool stuff in it. I just don't pull it out much because it's a little damaged. Now, I believe if I go up here in the Concord binder, I can show you that little thing I wanted to show you for the Cape Town, which is probably from a similar time period. Here it is. Here's this one side. And then flip it over, and then there's the other side. So yeah, they definitely use this to replace the other one. And actually, why don't I open the catalog back up to that quick so we can do a side-by-side comparison. I haven't even done this yet, but I've been kind of curious. All right, yeah, there we go. So you can see the two. Hold up. Oh, why the hell didn't I just do this? There. As you can see, relatively similar. There's some slight differences, but they're rather similar. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.